Of course, there are new details emerging from Israel's airstrike on central Beirut, which killed at least 6 people. Lebanon's state-run national news agency has accused Israel of using internationally banned phosphorus bombs in the airstrike in central Beirut's Bachoura district. Residents in Lebanon also reported a sulfur-like smell following the attack. Now, this is not the first time that questions are being raised on Israel's usage of phosphorus bombs. Human rights groups have in the past accused Israel of using white phosphorus incendiary shells on towns and villages in the conflict-hit southern Lebanon area. According to reports from December 2008 till January of 2009, the Israeli military fired approximately 200 ground-launched white phosphorus munitions into populated areas of Gaza. The attacks had generated international and domestic outrage. In 2013, in response to a petition, the Israeli military claimed that it would no longer use white phosphorus in populated areas. White phosphorus, which can be used as a smoke screen, does have the potential to cause civilian harm due to severe burns it causes and its lingering long-term effects on survivors. As per Human Rights Watch, white phosphorus causes severe burns, often down to the bone, that are slow to heal and likely to develop infections. I have with me on the broadcast Zahra Alderzi. Zahra is a journalist and she's joining us from Lebanon. Zahra, a simple internet search can tell us about the hazardous effects of white phosphorus in munitions. You are a journalist in Lebanon. Now, Israel has been accused of doing it earlier. Did Israel again use these phosphorus bombs in Lebanon in the recent spate of strikes?
Actually, Israel has a history in Lebanon of using the white phosphorus. It's used it since the early beginning of the attacks of October 8th. We saw footages about the using of the white phosphorus. The Lebanese officials, especially the Minister of Agriculture, had always emphasized that Israel is using the white phosphorus while attacking the southern villages or the border, and is this the agricultural center for Lebanon, and he has always, the Minister of Agriculture spoke about the damages and how this will affect the food security in Lebanon. And also Israel in the war of 2006, it used the internationally banned white phosphorus. But regarding the Bachoura attack yesterday in central Beirut, which targeted a center for the health authority, or which is a paramedics center belonging to the Al-Hay'a As-Sahiyya, which belongs also to Hezbollah in central Beirut, out of the stronghold of Hezbollah, which known is as Al-Dahi. The national news agency reported that there was a usage of the white phosphorus, and such report cannot be released without the Lebanese security investigations or even the smell, because all the residents around Beirut, especially in the residential areas near the Al-Bachoura or the outskirts of the Bachoura, described this as a weird smell that they haven't smell before, despite the heavy attack that Israel carried out on the southern suburb of Beirut since last week. But Israel has never commented on such claims, especially regarding attacking Lebanon since October 2023. But all the officials, as I said, confirmed that Israel is using the white phosphorus, which was very clear last night during the attack on Central Beirut, and also the reports that coming from even international organizations warning of the usage of white phosphorus. Maybe in March there was a report regarding this attacks.
Right. Zara, the Protocol 3 of the 1980 Convention on certain conventional weapons prohibits incendiaries or other use of substance to attack civilian populations. But to be considered an incendiary weapon, an item needs to be primarily designed to set fire or cause burns. Do you think Israel can get away with the use of white phosphorus in munitions on this technicality?
Actually, as I said, Israel has a history of the usage of white phosphorus, but we haven't seen any procedures being taken by the international community against Israel for these usage. Maybe they only condemn or they denounce such usage, but no legal procedures were taken, and this the continuous use by Israel of the white phosphorus shows that Israel has it doesn't care about any international law or international community, and no one can believe that the international community could stop Israel since and we witnessed all the massacres that Israel committed in Gaza since October 2023, and also the massacres in southern Lebanon, in the Bekaa Valley, in the southern suburb of Beirut. So nothing would stop Israel, not only of using the white phosphorus, but also will not protect the civilians, as Israel continues to raise the claims that it is attacking ammunition warehouses of Hezbollah. All these warehouses are in residential areas, and all the reported victims were civilians across Lebanon.
Okay, Zara, very quickly, if you can just take us through the ground situation there. What can you hear? What can you see around you? What is Lebanon grappling with this recent spate of attacks?
Well, I will point for the recent declarations or statements that were released by Hezbollah, who said that they thwart Israeli bid to advance in southern Lebanon border, specifically on the area of Bawabat Fatima, as Hezbollah continues to attack the Israeli military sites. On Wednesday, also Hezbollah declared that they attacked three or destroyed three Israeli tanks near the border village of Maroun Arras. And they also on Wednesday released 27 attacks, which is the highest number of attacks against Israeli military since the beginning of the October attacks, and Israel is continuing to launch the land offensive. Still, some experts believe that they haven't launched the major operation yet, but they are exploring maybe the abilities of Hezbollah, and Hezbollah is very known for its high quality to deal with land offensive.
Okay, Zara, while we were talking about the ground situation in Lebanon, we have for our viewers on their screens live visuals from Beirut, and this is as seen from the Sin El Fil in Lebanon. Zara Al-Darzi, who was a journalist, and she was talking to us from Lebanon. She was explaining to us about the live ground situation that the country is grappling with, given the recent spate of attacks by Israel in the southern region of the country. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.